Yeah, hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are doing our AI-only championship series. We have moved on now to Group 2 with our first 3 civs making it into the knockout rounds, that being Japan, Sumeria, and Scythia. And Group 2 looks to be fun. We got like 4 super aggressive civs, we got like 2 ex-champions. I mean, this is going to be a crazy one. So you got Teddy, you got Australia, you got Alexander, you got Gorgo. Those are a little more on the aggressive side. Then you got both Ghandi and Pedro, Brazil, who were winners, Pedro being the first winner of our first championship series and Ghandi winning the last one. Then you got fan favorite Georiga, and you also have Spain and also Arabia, which is going to soak up one of the religions. So this is going to be a rather interesting game. All the settings are the same. I did just plug in a new random map seed, so hopefully the map looks a little bit different, but who knows. So I'm gonna go ahead and start game, and I will pop back in as soon as it is done loading. All right, let's see how the map looks. So, ooh, okay, it's a little more of a unique one, more like inland lakes, or like, I'm trying to think, Pangaea, basically? I don't know. So Teddy starts up here on the northwest, and he has Jerusalem right next to him, and he actually has Australia nearby as well. Interesting. Teddy looks like he's going to go settle over towards Australia, so we'll have to see how that one ends up working out. Macedonia is then south of them, and they're all on the, they're all on a continuous continent together. Okay, then over on the, to their right is Spain, and he looks like he has a bunch of room to himself. Then again, he's got Arabia blocking him, but he does have a bunch of room. And then Ghandi is not too far down that island, with Brazil also there as well. So, okay, so we got 2 past champions right next to each other. And then if we continue further right, we got Indonesia. I was gonna say Montezuma because she has almost the exact colors, and Gorgo's right next to her. Oh no, come on Indonesia, you can survive the Gorgo, I believe in you. I always kind of root for Indonesia. I like Indonesia, although she never has a good game. I don't think, has she made the knockout rounds? She might have made the knockout rounds one time, but don't quote me on that. All right, so we're definitely going to see some Australia versus some Teddy fighting probably early on. Let's go to options, and let's go ahead and enable the quick speed, please. Thank you. Let us see what everyone's doing. So Australia's going for a religion. Interesting. Teddy's going for mining. We'll have to see how that changes things, but mostly if Australia goes a little more heavily towards a religion path, they might not have as many units. It looks like Australia is actually going to declare war on Teddy. Teddy's third city, New Orleans, is flipping, which is a bit of a problem as well. Although it's kind of slow. It's only 4.5. He might be okay. What is their opinion of each other? They actually like each other, but that's not going to stop a surprise war, as we've seen many times. Macedonia has some hurt units. I wonder if that was from the river flooding earlier that we saw. Alexander, Gorgo chose Earth Goddess, so she got her first pantheon. Let's see what's happening over here. Spain looks like they might be declaring on Arabia. So the 2 religious civs in the game are potentially going to be fighting here. Then a bunch of barbarians down there. India's kind of off by himself. He's just got to take care of that barbarian encampment before he gets wrecked. Brazil also has a whole lot of room to themselves too. Although they, long-term, might actually have less room than they would like compared to some of these others. And yeah, Gorgo declared war on Indonesia. I am completely shocked by that. Completely shocked. Gorgo's trying to get out Stonehenge, though, and she's also building a holy site, so she doesn't have a lot of reinforcements coming in. So that's going to maybe hurt her from actually, or at least stop her from actually winning. So you're down to 61 turns. It looks like New Orleans is going to possibly hold on. Australia did pop out city number 4. You're 19 turns on Stonehenge. You're 10, so it seems like Gorgo's going to be able to beat Australia. They're still not fighting each other. Interesting. Did Spain and Arabia declare? Are they fighting? Yes, and Spain actually took over Baghdad, so Arabia's getting completely crapped on, and they're losing Mecca now to barbarians. Oof. Eek. Oh man, Arabia. Poor Arabia, dude. Is Spain gonna keep pushing towards Cairo? Yeah. Is Spain gonna be able to take Cairo? I think so, maybe? I don't know. They're holding on to Baghdad. Actually, I think Brazil might be able to come ninja it. Yeah, it looks like they might be able to ninja it. Over here, Indonesia has a lot of hurt units, but it doesn't look like Greece has any reinforcements to actually take it. Also, what is with the different barbarian colors? It's so weird. Something with the mod for sure. New Orleans is now full loyalty, or at least it's turning to full loyalty. Australia is putting city number 4 down, where Teddy's a little bit behind because he's not even started working on. Now he's started working on the force settler. Let's see, what are they doing, though? They're both doing wheel, okay, and there's Teddy popping out bronze working, so he might be able to get swordsman here fairly early on. Alexander, there's so much happening right now. There really is. Spain looks like they potentially pieced out. First up is Brazil. Yeah, Brazil did come here for the ninja. Is Saladin still at war with Spain? He is. So basically, Saladin just got completely knocked out. The terrible thing about this, they need to knock him out before he jacks that last religion. If he jacks that last religion before he goes out, that would actually be kind of hilarious. It'd be kind of a middle finger on his way out. Ghandi's doing great. He's not really worried about too much. Indonesia also did manage to fight off Gorgo. Doesn't look like she's pushing. Also, she tends to build a lot of ships, and that's not going to really help her right now. Where was Alexander? I'm trying to remember where Alexander was. He's down here. Yeah, he just had barbarians to deal with, so he's fine. We do have a war now between Teddy and Australia. Military count, please. Teddy is at 211. John Cutton is at 151. He has 4 more units. Okay. Is that going to make a difference? Probably not. Although, see, Canberra already has a 30 garrison strength. That's going to be pretty much impossible to take right now. If he came down for, like, Sydney and stuff like that, he could potentially take either Sydney or Perth. But Canberra is just not going to flip. Like, I just don't see that happening unless he gets swordsman. Now, he did research bronze working. Is he generating iron? No. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. How'd Brazil? Brazil ended up taking over Cairo. They are technically losing it, and it's going to flip over to Spain, it looks like. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. And barbarians potentially are going to be able to take Mecca? I don't know. Now Spain is actually having to deal with the barbarians as well, so that's kind of great. That's kind of great. This next era is going to be pretty key. If Brazil can end up... No, they don't have enough time. They're going to lose it. There's nothing they can do about it. They're going to have to take it back. It's just so tiny. They really need to get another city down. They do have another settler popping out, but I think long-term they might be able to hold on to it. It's actually flipping back to Arabia? Really? I feel like it should be kind of neutral, honestly. Still 9 turns, so we're going to get the next era before that happens, and I can't imagine Arabia getting a normal age. I mean, or at least a golden age. They should maybe be able to get a normal age. Australia is still just completely pillaged. They're just getting crapped on by all the weather effects. Teddy is pushing for Canberra. I think he basically destroyed Australia's army. He's trying. He's trying. He's got potential. He's got potential. Barbarians are now completely wrecking Gorgo because she lost all of her forces, and it actually looks like she's going to lose one of her cities. Oh, man. Dude, the barbarians. Oh, man. That's actually great, dude. I'm loving the barbarians with the AI and deity. Just watching them absolutely crap on people is kind of great. Kind of great. Australia is not able to take it quite yet. Teddy founded a new city named Sydney. No, Teddy conquered Sydney. All right, it looks like Australia might be down and out. Yeah, it's not looking good, and Canberra is going to flip. He's got enough archers here now. He's got an... if he can get that war card in, maybe. Sorry, heavy chariot. This is kind of big right here, what everyone ended up in. So Gorgo and Ghandi ended up with Golden Age. Everyone else got a normal age. Ah, that kind of sucks. That sucks for Brazil. They really could have used that Golden Age here, because you might actually flip here. So it looks like Brazil has now moved towards Mecca because they're like, if we can take over Mecca, we're going to be great. But I don't see them necessarily being able to do that. Spain did end up taking out the barbarian encampment, so now they can push towards Cairo. Greece did end up losing their city to barbarians, and it looks like the barbarians might be going for Ephesus, or are they going back home? Do the barbarians go home after they take over a city? That's what it kind of looks like. Nope, they're moving towards Ephesus. All right, hey, I'm just going to say, Indonesia, I know you have no army, but now would be a great time to go try killing them. So there's still only 2 religions out, which is hilarious at this point in the game. Greece and India both got a religion. That's kind of crazy. Sydney also now lost their capital. Most likely Teddy's going to peace. Nope, still at war. Still at war. They're going to keep trying to take. Australia does have 3 cities. Did I call them Sydney? Did I just call Australia Sydney? You know. Well, whatever. No, it looks like they're going to keep taking it. Yeah, they're trying with the catapults, but I don't know those catapults are going to make much of a difference. Ironically, Alexander's in a really good spot here because he's got a whole freaking butt ton of room to grow. What is our score looking like? Ghandi, Gorgo. Wow, Teddy's not even in freaking 3rd place right now. Not even yet. I'm assuming Saladin, John Curtin are at the bottom. Okay, Cairo did flip back. Brazil's kind of out of troops. Most likely, it looks like Spain is probably going to end up taking over this territory if you're still at war. No, they're no longer at war. Yeah, Brazil's pretty much... They're in a bad spot. They lost all their army, and they didn't conquer anything. I mean, they did conquer something, but they ended up losing it. So, yeah, that's kind of not a good thing. To end up spending all that effort and not grab anything. Perth now flipped as well, and it looks like Jerusalem got suzerained and then levied by America. So it looks like they're just going to keep pushing and eliminate Australia. If they are able to eliminate Australia, even if they're not, they're in an absolutely dominating position right now. They got a lot of territory. What is science looking like? Yeah, Teddy usually has a pretty high science count. Usually Teddy and both Teddy and John Curtin, but Teddy's definitely winning in that right now. How goes Macedonia? They do have some barbarians over here. They are not building... See, the problem with Macedonia is they have all these unique units, so they're going to get some good era score, but they don't have anything to use those unique units on. Same thing with, you know, India. Although, they didn't build their war elephant yet. Oh, yeah, they did. It looks like they're actually just going for a straight flip. So Arabia does have a great person, so that means all the religions are out. Okay, he just has no place to put it. So Greece, India, Indonesia, and Spain. Yeah, basically the 4 you kind of expect. Except Gorgo, you know, maybe not Gorgo as much, but the other 3 are definitely the religious civs. And then, Arabia has the last one. So Indonesia's not in a bad spot here, because Gorgo basically got completely crapped on. If she can get some tech going... The problem is she just never really focuses too much on tech. She can out-tech Gorgo, and so there is a potential that she could potentially conquer that, and then maybe start taking some of this territory. I mean, there is a lot of territory for her to grow to. And then even over here. If she doesn't chill, if she really focuses, she could take a lot of territory and potentially make it into the knockout rounds. So right now it's Ghandi, it's Spain, and Teddy did sneak in. Gitaja and Gorgo aren't that far behind. I'm kind of surprised Gorgo's not that far behind, but I think it's because she has the wonder and she has the religion. She actually has 2 wonders, and oh no, she has 1. Oh, you know, she was building the Apadana, but she stopped, and now it looks like Indonesia might be able to jack it. Maybe. Teddy is still currently fighting. Teddy's still pushing. Teddy might still be able to take it. He's having to deal with the catapults, which are a bit problematic. But he does have some catapults himself. I don't know. He might have gotten enough catapults just to stop the Teddy invasion, but we shall see. The only potential issue here... Oh, Jerusalem ended up taken by someone else. No, he's still suzerain. Maybe the levy wore off? Or maybe he just took it right back. Like someone grabbed it, ninja'd it from him. But the biggest concern is he has a huge army to his south. So he's just got to be careful not to expend all of his troops trying to take over the rest of Australia. But we shall see. Indonesia, you guys are still pretty peaceful over here. Apandana is still being popped out. That looked like a city being popped over there. I was kind of confused there for a second. And then you guys are just all peaceful at this point. Are you at war with anyone? You're still at war with Brazil. Brazil did finally put a forward city, which is good because now if they take over Cairo, they potentially could actually take Cairo. But they really need a city here and probably a city right there just to kind of put as much loyalty pressure here. So we'll see. Spain ended up taking over Mexico City, so they're doing good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, see, they kind of did the exact opposite of Brazil. They got their one city. They didn't get super aggressive. They didn't lose their entire army, and they were able to hold on to that one city, which is kind of the biggest difference here between the two. And that's why Spain, I think, is currently in first place, or at least up there, and Brazil is not. So, new era is about to pop out. which is going to be rather interesting as well as we see what ends up happening. It looks like Greece is finally going to get their third city back down. They ended up losing a settler as well. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. The one nice thing for them is this is basically just all dead land here, so she doesn't really ever have to worry about loyalty issues from Indonesia. Teddy, he did basically eliminate the rest of Australia's army. I don't know he's at war. Yeah, it looks like he's still at war. Nope, he's not at war. Okay. Australia still doesn't have that strong of an army, though, so we'll see. Dude, what is Alexander at? 602. My gosh. Pedro has no army. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's kind of lucky that the only person he's really close to is Arabia, because Spain could potentially jump on him. All right, so Spain ended up declaring over on Arabia. Now, this might actually potentially benefit Brazil, because Brazil might put enough loyalty pressure here to take it. I don't know. Toledo's pretty big now, and Baghdad's pretty big. So we'll see. All right, what did this era bring? Teddy got a golden age, then normal ages for Ghandi, Brazil, and Spain, and then dark age for the other guys. Interesting. Interesting. Arabia's not losing anything right now. We have to actually fight for this one, or pick this one. So we'll do -5 on recon, whatever. And then we're going to go 100% towards gold. Because, once again, I don't think either of those will pass. So, Teddy got that golden age. Did that help him? Brisbane is losing loyalty. So, even if he's not able to conquer it, it looks... I mean, it's a slow one. So, maybe. What was that special session? Military emergency against Teddy looks like passed, and a religious emergency against Ghandi. Interesting. Religion. Ghandi flips Saladin. So did Saladin actually put a religion out? So Saladin's religion's essentially gone. If he did get a religion. Yeah, he used his great prophet. So he went to all this time, built a holy site, got his religion, immediately got flipped. Poor Saladin, man. And then who's in the military emergency? Oh my gosh, I almost clicked the X accidentally. Tete. Who is the military emergency? We don't know yet. Said it passed. It looks like it's just Australia. All right. We'll have fun with that, Teddy. Or Australia. And Brisbane has now fallen. And it looks like Australia is going to be knocked out. And they're going to be the first one in the 2020 Spring Championship Series to actually be knocked out of a round. Congratulations, Australia. You'll go down for something. Spain is rolling around with crossbows, which is not boding well for Arabia. Especially when you consider the catapults popping out. But we are going to have a Spain-Ghandi missionary battle, or at least religious battle here pretty quickly. I am kind of intrigued to see whether or not Brazil's going to ever be able to flip Cairo. The other thing to keep in mind is Brazil does have the unique entertainment district, which means there is a chance that they end up running the bread and circus, which means they could put some extra loyalty pressure, but we'll have to keep an eye on that, whether or not things are going to flip. Are they pieced out again? Nope, they just hadn't finished killing. They did get crossbows. Australia might be able to hold on then. With a couple crossbows back there? I mean, maybe. Although then again, he did pop out a courser. And knights. Ugh. And crossbows himself. What's Yields looking like? He is rolling right now with science. Gandhi's not doing bad. Brazil's not doing bad either. Brazil and Spain are pretty much equal on that. On science. Culture right now is Ghandi and Teddy. Okay. Then army size, Alexander is just kind of crazy. Gandhi's not that large. What was Gorgo compared to Gitarja? Gitarja is pretty large compared to Gorgo, but it doesn't look like most of her troops right now are still just C units. And if there's one problem with Gitarja and the AI, I think they programmed them just to make too many ships, but she still has a lot of potential room to settle. So if she just keeps popping out cities, she's going to be fine. She might even be able to sneak into the top 3. Who is it right now? Ghandi, Teddy, Philip. Okay. Well, maybe. We shall see. We shall see. Cairo did flip over to Spain, or got conquered over by Spain, and it is losing loyalty. Now the question is it going to flip over to Arabia? The other thing is India going to come declare and finish off Saladin? He's like, that's kind of the funny part about it. He got completely crapped on by Spain, so he was like, no, go settle this way. Got crapped on by Brazil, and he's like, no, come settle this way. And now he's going to potentially get wiped out by Ghandi. He's not at war. He's only at war with Brazil still. Interesting. I find that rather weird. What is Gandhi's opinion? I mean, Gandhi's not likely to declare war on neighbors, but you can't, like, say he's not going to, you know? Spain and Brazil are actually fighting now. That is interesting. Newcastle is still holding on. A lot of crossbows. Probably a little too forward with her crossbows, though. And Guitage is coming over here. Sorry, no, that's Greece is actually coming in trying to flip. Now, what will be interesting is if Newcastle falls to Teddy, you think Teddy comes and tries killing Gorgo? Maybe. By the way, did you finish the Apadana? Doesn't look like it. Nah, someone else built the Apadana. She did get the pyramids, though. And she does have a religion as well. Military aid requests for Australia. All right, well, I think we're just going to wrap up here because the game's actually paused. So, yeah, this group's turning out to be rather interesting, which is what we were expecting. I'm kind of intrigued to see what the Macedonian army is just going to absolutely do at some point. Whether or not they're just going to focus on city-states, whether or not they're going to push towards Teddy. I mean, the thing is, Teddy's pretty much out of room unless he comes over here. He's basically almost out of room at this point, unless he keeps warring. So is Teddy just going to try hanging on to what he has, or are him and Greece going to come into a fight? Because they are the two strongest, right? Yes. And they also have the most science. So we shall see. The funny thing is Alexander's pretty far down right now in score with all of his room. He has no wonders right now, and he doesn't have a religion. That's really screwing him. Okay, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, drop a like, comment. Let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, share your support. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.